Hello, how are you today? This is JilliBling, and I have a project to share that is intended to be somewhat easy to make, really cute, and something that would be a good option if you like gnomes for your Christmas card. Because these don't take coloring, you don't have to cut stuff, there's dies to do all the work, and it's just a really cute, sweet card. So as you can see, I have three samples rather than one, and that's because I've tried 2 times already to make this video and things happen. But here, the 4th card, it's going to be the charm. So let's make this one today. This is using Joyful Flurry stamp set and dies. Dies is for the greeting, and then also Kindest gnomes, and not so much the adorable little gnomes or the mushroom, but more the dies that come with this bundle. And I'll show you those in just a minute. And then the words are great on this one. Warm wishes, we'll use that one on the inside. But while making these 3, almost 4 samples, I did a little bit of experimenting. First of all, you could tell by the layout. This is Pacific Point paper, which I love. Don't use it enough. Use it a few times. But using Pacific Point ink on a resist technique, which I heat embossed this in white, and I also tried it in clear. The Pacific Point ink seems to not resist very well. It just hangs on to the ink, and it almost looks a little bit darker. So, balmy blue ink, balmy blue feet, and maybe not the Pacific Point ink. And let's do one today that is landscape, because I have 2 portrait. So that's the plan for today. We need our embossing buddy. So let's get to the die cuts. This is for the words. We'll do that in just a minute. Words go on here. The hat. This is the little snowflake on the sparkly, and the sparkly white paper. That is this right here. 6x6 paper, real red and white glimmer paper. 159578. And it comes in red, and then also I think it's 4 sheets of each, and also the sparkly white, which of course, don't gnomes have sparkly white beards? So here's the feet, and this is the beard, and look how it puts the texture in there. Isn't that fun? There's the hat. The hat, I already have that done. What is this? Oh, the nose. The nose goes on petal pink. Okay, so hold on. Washi tape holds everything right in place. Okay, elegant faceted gems. I want to try these on the little snowflake. So I was going to do the words, but I already have some done, so we'll do other heat embossing. So this is Stampin' Up! Thick white paper. We're going to be doing it landscape. And let's see what else. Let's do the stamping of the snowflakes, and then a few snowflakes on the inside. So, embossing buddy everything. Well, I guess because it's white on white paper, it's not so important. It's most important on the gray. The gray, the first time I did it, because I'm lazy, I have a good bad example. If you don't use your embossing buddy, you get little freckles all over, and they just don't make your image seem perfectly clean stamped. So use your embossing buddy. And in the catalog, there's an embossing toolkit, an embossing kit. And it includes an embossing buddy. It includes one of my favorite little new things, actually two of them. Brush to clean out the tray in a tray, and then these things. Let me put it against something black. Look at that. Good stuff. Okay, so when you're stamping clear ink on white paper, you're probably like, I can't tell where I'm stamping. Back in the old days, there was a tinted stamp pad, which would be convenient, but this one, it should be tinted with how vintage it is, but that's okay. I love this little stamp. Okay, so that's good for now. And should I put it in white? I think it's just the ink that makes a difference, so I'll try white. The Pacific Point ink, it doesn't resist the the embossing powder. I have little dark particles in my white embossing powder. I'm not going to throw it away. Okay, that's ready. Ready to heat set. So this project, it's probably more important than other times to make sure that it's 100% heat set, because like right here, if you have powder, when you do the blending brushes to apply the color, the blending brush is going to take away the powder. And it will muddy up your pad. Like I think I have a couple little particles of embossing powder on my stamp pad. Okay, so let's do a few more, and this is for the inside, because the inside has a few snowflakes too, just a few. And I did do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm fine with them being kind of a little bit understated for the inside. So the big one, okay, there's four snowflakes, and for some reason, gotta use them all. Don't know why. Even if it's just a corner of it. Just a little bit. And did you notice I didn't stamp the words yet? Which I very easily could. But if you stamp the words and then you do the blending brush over the top, one of these I smeared. I smeared the words. So it's best to wait to the very end. I might have turned it over. I don't know. I'll check the samples here in a minute, but not good. You can learn from my mistakes. I'll make the mistakes and tell you. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now it's time for the fun. But let me move my favorite. See, I should have been holding on to it with that. And this thing holds, like, I don't want to do it too much, but it gets you. It's strong. Okay, fun stuff. So where is my whoops one? Words are fine. Words are fine. I might have turned it over. It might have been in one of my other 4 attempts. These are all fine. It's probably on the back side of one of them. Okay, let's do the fun. As you could see, that was from other attempts. So purposely, I'm not going to use Pacific Point. I'm going to use Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue. This one just might need to be put off to the side, because my little snowflake doesn't show. See, I could see white embossing powder in there. Balmy Blue. So when you ink up your blending brush, get lots of ink on it so it goes a long time. And then if you want, start off to the side. How am I going to do this one? Maybe I should do it the other angle. So maybe I should, but I love this big snowflake. So start off to the side, because usually there's a big old whole lot of ink, but because this is soft, I think it's okay. And then I like that big snowflake. Okay. Just swish it on. And the less ink that's on the brush, the softer it gets. So now I'm really making my circle big, because I know that I could get a soft little blush of ink out on the outside edges. Isn't that cool? I want it to be heavier on the snowflake though. Do I dare go straight on it? I'm doing it really light. Okay, now I could go. But there's all these other snowflakes on here. Maybe just a little bit. A little bit. It's like when you touch it, you could see it. When it's at an angle, you could see it. Okay, how's that look? And then a little bit for the inside. So back to the experiment. Pacific Point did the same exact thing, and it's like the ink stuck to the embossing powder, even though it was heated. This is doing what it's supposed to do, where it's resisting it. I want to make that one darker. That's the whole plan for this project. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. So today I had my annual checkup, which is always good to do, which I always dread. And he goes, "Is there any reason you're here?" And I'm saying, "Just so I could continue with my med. You made me come. You wouldn't give me a refill." He did, after I scheduled the appointment. And it's just one migraines. I get migraines. And I just want to keep using it. He's like, "Well, we have to do that for insurance. They just want to make sure. And you should do your labs once a year. And we have to check up on your immunizations and your tetanus and your colonoscopy, all these things." And I'm like, "I think I'm good." I got a flu shot today. There. Okay. And you know, it's kind of bugging me that I have all those little white freckles in there from the embossing powder, because I guess I didn't heat it enough. Do you all have a little lint roller in your stash? Look at that. It knows how to get all the embossing powder. And if for any reason you have glitter, it will get the glitter too. I should do this part later, because I'm getting all dirty. Maybe ready to go again. I think it came in like a 5-pack, but I use them all the time. I wouldn't want a big old thing. In the garbage it is. Okay. Words. Let's do, in Pacific Point, words. Warm wishes. Warm wishes. Okay. I think it might be time to assemble this thing. That looks good. So, base, top. Ooh, I got dark on there. Words. Gnome stuff. Sparkle. My favorite gems. Also, I was using some old blue gems. Didn't I have a hat over here? And the blue gems work perfectly. But I kind of want to use these. I don't know. Maybe a little one of these. Okay. I think my favorite is still the opal rounds. See how those look snowy? Opal rounds. That's what was on here. I already used it twice. In here. Okay, so let's build this thing. We have all of our pieces done. Do you stamp like that? Where you get all of your pieces done and then you could just assemble it? Okay, so stamp and seal. So should I stick this down or get all my sticking done? I'm going to get all the sticking done. Two, three, see if you're making like 10 or 30 of these, it's going pretty quick. You could just cut out 30 noses, 30 sparkly beards. You could get through it probably in a day. Oh, I folded my paper very crooked. Look at that. That's not good. Maybe I just cut it crooked. There, that's better. Okay, so this one, I think that's the inside. Yep. Isn't that sweet? Very simple, very nice. Okay, time to build little gnome. Okay, so on the gnomes, the first one I did, I built the gnome, had the gnome sitting there in my hand. I put the gnome on and he was leaning. He's leaning in toward the words, which I guess could be good. But I ended up pulling them apart. So I suggest you build your gnome at the end, right on your paper, just like we're going to do now. So, big one, and two little ones, because you don't want them to fall apart. You don't want your gnome to fall off. Okay, put it right there at the bottom. Maybe I'll put them in a little bit. because I went a bit crazy on that blending brush. I see a dimensional poking out. Okay, then the beard can get 2, and I don't know if you could see the little shadows on that, the little not scoring, what is it when it's dented in? Embossing? I guess it's embossed, textured, where there's swooshes in his beard. So 2 big dimensionals, and then just here at the tips, because this is going to hit his balmy blue shoes. And see, I can make him straight. He's not leaning into the words. Okay, and then his nose. One of the noses I put it on a dimensional, so it was like he's got himself a big nose. Which one? The first one. That is kind of cute though, because you can see the shadow under there. Okay, this one he'll have a less big nose, less big. Okay, his hat. His hat is going to have dimensionals at the top and glued to the beard. And the beard has like just a hint to show you this is where you put the beard on. Where's that die? So see how it tells you where to put the nose, and then that shows you where to put the beard. You know, the funny thing is I keep on doing gnomes, but really they're okay. But like some people just can't get enough of gnomes. I'm one of those that is like, it's okay, but for some reason I keep on doing it. So I guess I love me some gnomes, I guess. Did I put glue underneath his nose? I think I did. It's scooching around. I think this needs to go down further. Oh, the dimensional is holding it in place. Okay, lower. This guy's kind of leaning too. Okay, and then, here, hold it down. Then the snowflake. Now put glue in the middle and on 3 of the arms, snowflake arms. Right there. Okay. And then the words. Just like that. I want to do something else with that snowflake flurry bundle. I'll do something next. Something, it's going to be good. Okay, that's it. That's it. Easy card. Easy as good. So, and there's today's project. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.